We've got 3 brand new starter Pokemon coming to Pokemon GO. Yeah, the 3 Hisuian starters from the Hisuian region are coming to Pokemon GO soon. However, are they good in Pokemon GO? Well, we'll find it out together. Alright, so hi to all of you guys. So yep, let me go to bring my screen out and show you guys that under the news section over here, you can go under here and see that we have a lot of new things, including the Expedition Access, which kind of is a subscription thing that you can get from the shop right now over here, and grants you a lot of new stuff, especially one single-use incubator for 31 days, I guess. And you get 3 times XP awarded for your first catch and first spin, and also you can hold up to 2 times more gifts, 40 in total, and 1.5 times more gifts that you can send per day, and also open up to 50 gifts a day. Great for more XP, great for more interactions too with your friends. So another thing though, if you guys check out the ticket for the Hisuian Samurott raid day, yeah, we got all that also available. We should get 8 extra raid passes for spinning the photo disc, and also increase XL candy chance, which similar to the Mega Garchomp raid day, I suppose so, which was not too bad. We did 59 Mega Garchomp raids, and we got about 20 rare candy XL during the period. 50% more XP, and also 2 times more Stardust for successfully completing the raids. Alright, so let's go under the new section over here. I want to show you guys under here that we got the timeless travels for the next season, and if you were to tap on that particular link over there, it will actually bring us to here, this particular website, Pokemon GO Live. And the 3 new Hisuian starters are Hisuian Decidueye, and also Hisuian Samurott, which will be the current upcoming raid day boss for 3 hours, and Hisuian Typhlosion. Yep, during the timeless travel season, catch up with Pokemon. Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to catch up and catch up on time. Alright, so let's go ahead to check out gamepress.gg over here. Alright, Hisuian Samurott. So Hisuian Samurott is a dark and water typing Pokemon. It has the same typing as Greninja. Pretty interesting. The attack stat is actually pretty high, attack 218, just 5 lower than Greninja, and defense and stamina, they are actually pretty high. However, you know, a Pokemon is only good based off 3 things. 1 is the typing, 2nd are the stats, 3rd is actually the moveset. So since we have already taken a look at the 2 of them, looking at the dark typing, looking at the water typing side, well, let's go to see what moves it has. So it has access to Snarl, Waterfall, Fury Cutter, same as the Samurott, the non-Hisuian form ones, it has Fury Cutter too. Charge moves are Dark Pulse, Razor Shell, Icy Wind, and X Scissors. So if you look at it though, from the dark side, as a Snarl and Dark Pulse user, it's not gonna beat a few of the dark typing Pokemon that are already available in the game, especially Shadow Tyranitar, from what I can see. As for a water type attacker, Waterfall and Razor Shell ain't the most efficient move to have for PvE. But if you have Hydro Cannon, it's gonna be pretty okay, which I will show you guys later on. So that's that for the PvE side, but we're going to talk about PvP later on. So for the next Pokemon, it's going to be the Hisuian Typhlosion that we're looking at. It is going to become a fire and ghost typing Pokemon. Similar to something like a Chandelier, similar to something like an Ultra Beast in the future that will be coming. Attack is at 238, not really too high as a fire type attacker or a ghost type attacker, because a lot of the fire and ghost type attacker, the attack stat is super duper insane. Defense and stamina wise seems not too bad. Alright, so let's go ahead and check out under here. You can see that it has access to Ember, Hex, Fire Punch, Overheat, Shadow Ball, and Wild Charge. Great that it has a Shadow Ball. It doesn't have Shadow Claw though. So for PvP wise, it's going to be a bit okay from the moves that I can see for now. It has access to Fire Punch, which is great for baiting. Alright, of course Overheat will then one-shot KO or do crazy damage. Alright, so that's that for this particular Pokemon. Let's go ahead and check out The next one, that's the Hisuian Decidueye. So this evolves from Rowlet, and the typing is going to be Flying and Grass. Same typing as Tropius, which then is going to make it double weak to Ice. So having an attack of 213, it's not like crazy or anything insane. Alright, and we're going to check out the fast move. It has Magical Leaf and Psycho Cut, which is great. Magical Leaf and Psycho Cut, they are both good moves, especially for PvP. And it has access to Energy Ball, Trailblaze, Aura Sphere, and also Aerial Ace. So not too bad moves for PvP wise, I would say. The grass typing move Trailblaze, you can actually use it to boost your attack each time you use it, which is awesome. So now let's go to check out and see how good those 3 Pokemon are. Remember, since they have a total of 6 different typings, we will check them all out in their 6 different typings. So we are under the comprehensive DPS and TDO spreadsheet. Thank you very much, Game Press, for all this. Appreciate everything that you guys do. We're going to go over here. We're going to type the first typing that we actually saw, and that is the Hisuian Samurott's typing, and that's going to be dark typing, correct? So dark, and at star dark, I'll do everything manually with you guys. We will go and search for level 50 Pokemon. We will go ahead to refresh. And we will also go ahead to tap on best. So now we can see that the number 1 attacker in terms of DPS is Shadow Tyranitar. Following up with Mega Tyranitar, Shadow Weavile, Mega Absol, Mega Houndoom, Shadow Honchkrow, Shadow Absol, and so on and so forth. Where is the Hisuian Samurott? Well, let's tap on the next page over here. I still do not see it. Well, let's tap on the next one over here. I still do not see it too. Well, maybe the next one. Yep, finally it shows over there. So it is on page 4, which and it's at the bottom, means it's ranked number 40 behind of a lot of the shadow Pokemon. But you can see that it has a DPS of 14.157. If you actually do give it a shadow form, it will actually be about still behind of a lot of Pokemon. How you know that is because if you take a look at something like a Hydreigon or even a Tyranitar, without the shadow form being already at 18.5 and 18.085 DPS, if you give it a shadow form, which right now Shadow Tyranitar has, it will propel up to 21.896, which indicates to me that even if you give the shadow form to the Hisuian Samurott, it's not going to beat the Tyranitar at all. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at the water side for this particular Pokemon Water, and at Star Water. Why you want to put an at Water? At Star Water is because you want to have both the fast and charge move having water type move. There's no point having, one water type move and one dark type move, and when you want to fight against a Pokemon that is double weak to water, you're using a dark type move, and it doesn't make sense, you know what I mean? Alright, so let's go ahead to search under best. Number 1 Pokemon is of course Primal Kyogre, following up with Ash Greninja, which is not available in the game yet, Mega Swampert, and so on and so forth. But the first non-Mega is Shadow Swampert, following up with Shadow Feraligatr, following up with Shadow Sharpedo. So of course in the future, when every Pokemon does get its Shadow form, Shadow Kyogre will be number 1. With Waterfall and Origin Pulse, but then it depends on how easily accessible the Excel candies and resources are to each and every one of us. However, the next one that is non-legendary would be a Shadow Greninja, which then will be more readily available. So if we take a look at the Hisuian Samurott, I don't see it. I see Samurott over there. Alright, let's look for Hisuian Samurott. Oh, there we finally see it. Hisuian Samurott, Waterfall, and Razor Leaf, DPS of 14.667. Remember, it doesn't have Hydro Cannon yet, so even if we do give it Hydro Cannon, it's not gonna be as great as something like a Kyogre, definitely, or even Greninja, because Greninja's attack stat is actually 5 higher than the Hisuian Samurott already, so it's not gonna win that. Alright, so let's go ahead to check out the next Pokemon, and that's going to be the Hisuian Typhlosion. Hisuian Typhlosion is a fire and also ghost typing Pokemon, but we will look at the fire side first. Alright, great, we got over there. Let's go to refresh, tap on the best. So you guys can see the number 1 attacker is Mega Blaziken, following up with Mega Charizard, and then Shadow Blaziken, Shadow Chandelier, Shadow Moltres for the non-Mega. Reshiram is there, but once Reshiram gets its Shadow form, Shadow Reshiram, it will be the number 1 fire type attacker. Okay, so I do see Shadow Typhlosion there, but we will look for Hisuian Typhlosion. So Hisuian Typhlosion, you can see, is even below Darmanitan, below Blaziken, below Chandelier. So where is Hisuian Typhlosion? Is even behind of Ho-Oh behind of Entei, behind of Charizard, so we have a problem over here. Yes, I do see Typhlosion there, but I don't see the Hisuian one. Where is it though? It's lost over there all the way on page 5. So on page 5, it is ranked number 43, alright, with Ember and Overheat. Even if you do get, I think, like Blast Burn, which is, I think, should be possible to get, it's not going to propel up to the number 1 on the top 3 position. So I wouldn't, go so crazy for this, for raids, etc. But of course, remember, all 3 of them would have the shiny form available, especially during the raid day, and they have 1 in 10 chance to be a shiny, so that's great. As for the ghost typing wise, we all clearly know which are the top tier ghost typing Pokemon, especially with Gengar and even a Chandelier available. Excuse me, what's going on? I just tapped on refresh and nothing is happening. Okay, great, thank you very much. Alright, Mega Gengar is number 1. Shadow Gengar is, of course, the number 1 in terms of DPS when it's talking about the non-Mega one, Shadow Chandelier and so on and so forth. Shadow Haunter is pretty insane also. But you guys can see, in terms of the non-Shadow, you can see Gengar is number 1, Chandelier is number 2, Dragapult is number 3. It is a pseudo-legendary Pokemon that is not even released in the game yet too. Alright, if we look out for Hisuian Typhlosion, there, it is there. Hex Shadow Ball as number 18. Not too bad, but it is still behind of Cursola, is also behind of Hoopa, is also behind of Poltergeist, and also behind of quite a few of the Pokemon. So we can see that it's not going to be like the top 3 best ghost type attacker at least, even if you give it the shadow form. So hence, to me, it's not that insane or whatsoever. So let's go ahead and check out the next particular Pokemon, and that's going to be the Hisuian Decidueye. And it is a grass and flying typing Pokemon, correct? So we're going to look at grass and refresh and tap on best. So for grass typing wise, your number 1 attacker is Katana. That is a non-mega, full stop. Seriously, it is the number 1. I'm not sure whether in the future whether a Shadow will be available for the Ultra Beast, but even if it's not available, it is beating out, a Shadow Sceptile, etc. And the next one that will actually be really strong is Shadow Roserade, but Katana is still going to beat that from what I've calculated. And even Rillaboom, which is the next starter Pokemon that should be available in the game, even if it does have the Community Day move, Razor Leaf Plus, Frenzy Plant, and you give it a shadow form, it's still not going to beat Katana. I've already counted. So anyway, we're going to look for the Hisuian Decidueye. There we see it, Magical Leaf and Trailblaze with 14.034 DPS. And it is on page 5. So it is number 46 on the list, making it not really too insane. Actually, not 46, about 40, 40 something. Alright, so anyway, let's go to check out on the flying side. Flying side, nothing is pretty much going to change in terms of meta wise. Alright, okay, we gotta refresh, we gotta tap on best over here. Great, so number 1 attacker is gonna be Rayquaza, of course, because with Dragon Ascent, it just makes it so sick. Seriously, look at it, look at the DPS, it's 30.197 as Mega Rayquaza with Air Slash and Dragon Ascent. Dragon Ascent just makes it so insane. Alright, with Shadow Moltres, with Wing Attack and Sky Attack. Of course, in the future, when Shadow Rayquaza comes with Air Slash and Dragon Ascent, that will be the number 1 flying type attacker, hands down. Nothing else can beat that. So we look out for the Hisuian Decidueye. Still looking for it. It's behind of Togekiss, even with Air Slash and Aerial Ace. Alright. Hisuian Decidueye. You guys know why it's not appearing? I'll tell you guys why. It doesn't have any flying type fast move. Remember that it only has Magical Leaf and Psycho Cut. There is no flying type fast move, so hence why it will not appear at all. So using it as a pure flying type attacker, if you want to use it against 3 particular Pokemon, Buzzwole, the Ultra Beast, Pheromosa, also the Ultra Beast, and also Virizion, which is all 3 are double weak to flying, you do not want to use this Pokemon. That's it. Alright, so let's go ahead and check out under PvP though. If we will type Hisuian, none of those Pokemon will appear because PvPoke hasn't updated it yet, but I'll tell you guys that based off what I have seen from their moves, okay, we will take a look at Hisuian Samurott first. The moves for PvP for this seems not too bad. The moves are not too bad. Alright, not too bad. And it's, I think, a slightly non-glassy version of Greninja, so it will be not too bad. Not too bad. As for the Hisuian Typhlosion wise, the moves can be improved for PvP attacker, especially like Alolan Marowak, or even I mean, Chandelier is really glassy, so you wouldn't want to use that. So, yep, this will also be a slight glass cannon as the attack stat is pretty high. So it's also going to be not too bad. I would say it might be better than Samurott, depends on the situation. As for Hisuian Decidueye, it's also not too bad in terms of like the move that it has for PvP and the typing that it has. I think among all three, Hisuian Decidueye should be the most meta one. I could be wrong. Following up with Samurott, I might be wrong. So, but we will have to see how when it comes out and how it actually plays in the meta. But that's basically all for all the Hisuian starters, the information that I'd like to give to you guys. Now that you guys know how good or how not good they are, you guys then will make a proper decision whether you guys want to raid hard for the raid day. For me, I will still always play the raid day with the community. And I'm looking forward to play the raid day with the next community that I meet in Los Angeles soon. Yes, I'm going to LA to play the Hisuian Samurott raid day. Woohoo! As for the other raid days, not too sure yet. But we will see how. But that is all that I have to show to you guys in this video. If you guys enjoyed this video and found this video informative and useful, definitely remember to leave a like and also to share with your friends to tell them how good or not good the Hisuian starters are. Alright, so with that said, I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode in the next video. Alright, goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.